YouTube and we'll begin. Again, I welcome you thank you for joining and welcome you to our Zoom. All right, we're streaming on YouTube and we're here on Zoom and it is 7:30. So we like to start right on time. We open the room up a couple minutes early for people to arrive and we ask people to be here on time so we can be mindful of the people who are. So let's get started. My name is David Rutz and I am the founder of David Allen Capital. And it's my pleasure to be bringing you this income overview about our funding agency opportunity. You know, someone asked you to come take a look at this presentation tonight so that you could determine whether or not this is something you want to pursue. And it's my honor to share what we've got, our opportunity. We think you're going to be quite impressed by it, but we're not for everyone. Even if this isn't for you, you'll see it's a good thing. You'll see we're doing great for businesses and we're doing great for our agents. And we've got a great support staff and a great opportunity for people. So even if it's not for you, you may know someone it is for because we're doing some impeccable things. So I've got some slides I want to share with you, but I want to thank the person who invited you and I want to thank you for coming. And let me share my screen. It'll take me 1 minute just to get live. All right, here we go. Start your own business funding agency with DAC. And you can see on the left there, it's got a screen. We will find the best business funding offer from the top 20 providers. That's what we do. We do what no one else does. We can bring funding to business owners. So what you would have is the upside of business ownership without any risk and simplified. You can simply refer our business funding platform that finds that best offer for clients. You refer that to business owners. We also have other services, payment processing and healthcare, but we're primarily funding focused. That allows you to earn now money. You can earn a check with a comma in it this week. You're going to see how fast this is. So you could earn full-time income right away, or it could be part-time income. The opportunity is there for full-time. You can also earn monthly passive residual income as well on our residual services. And even our fundings have renewals. It's not uncommon for a client to get a funding now and 9 months later, another, and 9 months later after that, another. You get paid on every one of them. Plus, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, meaning we'll give you the systems, support, and training, much like a franchise, but without any fees. Other businesses out there have high startup costs, monthly costs, renewal costs, platform costs, etc. They make money whether you make money or not. We are absolutely free to start. We have zero monthly fee, zero annual fee, zero platform fees. You will not pay DAC a dime, not just to start, but at all. We've been in business almost 10 years. We've never in one time charged our agents a penny for anything. About DAC, we're a 9-year-old business. We'll be 10 years old in August. We're going to be celebrating that. Strong financially, debt-free, profitable every year. I'm the founder, David Rutz, got over 30 years experience helping people start their own home-based business, 10 years in the business funding space. We're evolving into phase 2. We've now got our business funding platform set up. We now have our training set up. We're launching a learning management system here in weeks, which will help certify every one of our agents, much like a licensing process. We're doing it internally ourselves. So we're seeking ambitious service leaders, servant leaders, people who are motivated, success-minded, ready to get after having their own business, right? And to serve others. So what you have is you have a business funding agent opportunity. That's where most of our agents start. So you say, why business funding? Well, this is why. There's millions of businesses and 6 in 10 are breaking even or losing money. All of them have growth expansion ideas, but they don't have the working capital to put those ideas into place. There's 30 million small businesses. 2/3 or 21 million will fail in the next 10 years. And the number one reason they say is they don't have enough working capital and they can't get approved at the bank. Isn't that what the banks are for? Yeah, but unfortunately, banks will only approve 20% of the businesses. I lived this out. I used to have a nutrition bottling company. And when we were growing, we couldn't fund our growth because we had to buy ingredients 3-4 months ahead of time and we had to sell the product before we could buy more product. We went to the bank, they wouldn't approve us because we couldn't put up collateral. See, here's the problem with traditional banks. Less than 20% of businesses can get approved. They all require real estate collateral. They got to be profitable. 6 and 10 aren't profitable. High credit score. It takes 1 to 2 months for an approval, and they have these large monthly payments, which makes it very hard for a business to handle their cash flow. So there's a high default rate and a lot of late fees, right? It's the problem. So even if you can get approved, it's tough. Well, an alternative came around called alternative business funding. It was the solution to that problem. It said, you know what? We'll give you money as long as you're doing sales today. A short-term loan in advance for 6 months or 9 months or 12 months to give you that working capital. It won't be a collateral-based loan with perfect credit and great score. No, we'll say, as long as you're doing revenue, we don't require you have collateral. Do you have 15,000 a monthly revenue? Okay. You don't have to have 2 years in business of profitability. Have you been in business 4 months? Can you show us your checking account statement so we can see your sales? Do you have a FICO score of something? I mean, do you have fraud? Then we're not going to help you. But if you're not fraud, we know you're going to have late payments. FICO score 550 instead of 700. Fast funding. They can get funding in 1 day rather than 2 to 3 months. And they don't have big monthly payments. What they do is these alternative funders break it down into a weekly payment or a daily payment, Monday through Friday. So a small micro payment is taken out. They don't even miss it. It's like you don't miss $300 a month for coffee when you buy a cup a day. But you miss $300 if you had to go buy it all at once. It's the same thing with this. They do small daily micropayments. Business owners love it. So alternative funding was the solution. Here's the problem. There's over 100 alternative funding providers and not one is best for everybody. Okay, some use predatory sales reps. They jack up for outrageous commissions. Some use bait and switch tactics. They promise you one thing, get you on the phone, get you excited about the money, and then they change it last minute. Some hope clients are late so they can jam them with expensive fees. And some brokers or funders will actually take the data and just sell it. They're really not interested in funding you. They're just interested in selling your data as a lead. But there are some real good ones out there. And over the last 10 years, we've identified the real good ones. There's about 20. But here's the problem. There isn't one of those 20 that's best for everyone. Some don't fund certain industries. Some won't fund certain sales amounts. You need more amounts. Some won't fund certain industries if they've already lent out too many in that industry. It's changing every day. Some require higher credit scores, some don't. Some require longer time in business, some don't. Approval amounts vary widely. And so here's the thing. There's usually a few who will say yes, but do the business owners even know about these companies? Do they know there's 20 real good ones? If they apply to one and get declined, they'll think they're going to get declined from all of them. That's just not true. You want to get the best offer from 20 providers, but you don't even know who the 20 are. That's what Bank Breezy solves for these business owners. We have a solution. It's called the Bank Breezy Funding Platform. DAC started this. Bank Breezy is an online funding platform. It goes out there to find the best offer from the top 20 funding providers, all with one simple app. The Bank Breezy team, they're our partners. They are experts, help fund thousands of businesses. They talk to your clients so you don't have to. You refer them, but let the experts talk to them and answer all their questions. So the solution, this Bank Breezy funding platform, one-stop best offer, they fill out a 5-minute application. They pull one soft FICO score. There's not a bunch of credit scores. They upload 3 months of their checking account statements. That's it. Their team goes out and finds them the best approval from those top 20 providers. No hassle to the client. The client just gets the best offer presented to them. They don't have to talk to 20 different companies. They don't have to answer questions from 20 or reply at 20 or fill out 20 applications, and they can have funds tomorrow. No hidden markups. Our experts are not paid on commission. The people talking to your client isn't paid on commission. They don't get paid to charge your customer more. So we have fair pricing. It's convenient for every business owner. They all need to learn of us. Once a business owner learns about the Bank Breezy funding platform, you can't unlearn it. You can't unlearn it. Some of you have hotel engines that you go to find the best hotel price. Some have airline flight. There isn't one for business funding, except what you're looking at, called Bank Breezy. There's another company out there that does this, but all they do is sell your lead to 20 different loan brokers or 50 different loan brokers. They sell your name. That's not a funding platform. That's a lead harvesting company. That's not what we do. We go find them the best offer. We're generally going to get them an approval of 1 to 2 times their monthly revenue. So these are fast advances, right? Doing 100,000, we can get you 100,000. Doing 50,000, we can get you 50,000. Sometimes 2 times, sometimes a little less than 1 time. If you're doing 100,000, maybe you only get 70,000 or 50,000, but you'll get an offer. Usually the terms are 6 to 18 months to pay it back. The cost. We don't use interest rates because interest rates are deceiving. We talk dollars and cents. These are all said, these customers accept these all over the phone and through online texts. So they got to understand the product. So we talk dollar amount. Hey, you're getting 40,000, you got to pay back 49. Do you want it? It's that simple. You're going to pay 49 back over 9 months. This is your weekly payment. It's going to be auto deducted. You're going to pay back 49 on the 40. Do you want it? Well, does the benefit outweigh the cost? Are you going to do something with that 40 grand that's worth a lot more than 49 that you got to pay back? If so, you say yes. It's real easy. There's no, well, what's the interest rate? What's the APR? It's $9,000. That's what it is. Do you get it, restaurant owner? Yeah, I get that. If I came to you and said, hey, can you give me $10 and I'll give you 15 back on the weekend? You don't figure out the interest rate. You go, hey, is it worth me giving them 10 to get back 15? And I say, is it worth me taking 10 to pay back 15? It cost me $5. It's real easy. It's common sense. We've been doing this. We've helped fund hundreds of millions of dollars already, thousands of clients. This is the way you do it. You don't talk interest rates. You talk dollars and cents because that's what people want to know. Now, how's that compare to a bank? Well, a bank doesn't talk dollars and cents. They talk interest rates and they deceive it. You pay 12% for 5 years, you're really going to pay back about 1.34, near what you pay with us. You're just going to have a little more time. So on 40,000, you'll pay back about 53.6, about the same repayment, but you'd have 5 years instead of 6 to 18 months, right? So you get a little more time, a lot more time. So your payment monthly would be lower, but you can't get approved at a bank. We say if you can get approved at a bank and you want bank terms and you want to put up your house as collateral, then take a bank loan. But we can get you an advance tomorrow. Again, we're going to find you the best offer from those top 20 providers, or we'll give you $500. Guaranteed. $500 best offer guarantee. If we can't get them the best offer, and it's got to be legitimate. People lie all the time. And we say, okay, send us the offer. They don't have the offer. They're making stuff up. We know because we're dealing with all the providers. They give us the best offer, right? So summary, why a business owner would want to use you in Bank Breezy and why it's so easy for you to have a business like this. They need funding and they need it fast and they want the best offer. It's only one online application, not 20. They're going to get the best offer without having to apply at all those places. They're going to get higher approval amounts because the funders offer us the best value because they know they're competing. You've heard of Rocket Mortgage. They own a company called Rapid Advance. There's another company that see an award behind me there for On Deck Lending. On Deck and Rapid compete. They know we represent both of them. So On Deck will give us an offer, and they know that we're going to get one from Rapid, and Rapid's giving us their best offer, and they're all trying to get the best offer. We don't haggle. We say, give us your best offer. We're presenting the best one to the client. It's real simple. And they're welcome to do that because we bring them all kinds of business. That says right there, elite partner. It doesn't say, please send us business. It says you're an elite partner. We rock and we roll. Our agents are amazing. You guys do a lot. We're the only ones doing what we're doing, and we're leading in industry. No hidden markups. Our agents are not marking up the commissions. Ongoing support. We have a concierge team that reaches out to your client as they get started. Not to mention just you, and of course, the guarantee. So let me take a breath for a minute. You have the best funding solution available to business owners, and right now, there are millions of business owners, and there's only thousands of funding agents. You know, the real estate industry sold just over 4 million homes last year, and there's over 3 million agents. 4 million homes, 3 million agents, and people flock to that industry because it's a great industry to do well. How about millions of businesses need funding? A lot more than 4 million. And there's not 3 million agents. There's only thousands of agents. You've got the best solution. You've got an industry wide open. We're the leaders of this industry. We're so good. Bank Breezy is so good. Other brokers out there or companies who want to latch onto it to sell our funding have to pay a licensing fee of $30,000. You don't have to. It's free. Why? Because DAC created it. So we're partners with them. So you get access to it for free. No license fee. You get the platform. You have the same system that over 100,000 businesses have been through. Already perfected, already working. We had 4 people working on our website last night for some traffic issues. 4 people. You don't have to worry about any of that. It's all handled for you. You send the traffic, you get paid. And you can do this with no upfront cost to you and earn a check with a comment in it. Again, owners have growth ideas. So let me give you an example. You got a coffee shop. They're making $20,000 a year, and the owner's going, why am I doing this? I'm here 7 days a week. I'm profiting 20 grand a year. I need another location. If I had another location, I have fixed costs. I'd make 30,000 on that one, but I need 40 grand to do it. We get them 40 grand. They got their other location open up. There's one company I'm thinking of right now. It was an ice cream shop, and they wanted to open a secondary location around the corner, a donut shop. It was in a vacation town, and they needed 35 grand. We got them 40,000. They opened the donut shop. And then about a year later, that donut shop and that ice cream shop wanted to expand and buy a pizza shop next door to the ice cream shop on this vacation island, and they needed 120 grand. We got them 120 grand. They bought the pizza shop. And then about a year later, that pizza shop, donut shop, and ice cream shop wanted to buy another donut shop, but off the island, off the vacation island onto the mainland. And we got them $68,000, and they opened that location. All four of those locations were funded by us. Hurricane came and destroyed three of those locations. They're still shut down. That one location is all they have to drive their income. Thank God they had the fourth location. Those other three locations are gone. They're full of sand. Unfortunately, they're one of those bad stories. But the good news is our funding built them. They made a lot of money, bought a house because of it. All that happened because of our expansion capital. A roofing company I have one of my roofing company clients that I can think of here in Michigan. They were doing roofing, and the guy wanted to diversify and open a pizza shop. And he needed 75 grand. We got him 75 grand in 2 days. He opened the pizza shop a week later. He still has the pizza shop and the roofing shop. He's not needed any more money. You get him 75 grand because he's doing $100,000 a month. We got him 75 grand approved in an afternoon. He had the money the next day. All those stories I just told, none of them took more than 2 days to fund. If you're doing revenue and you upload your bank statements, we get you yeses. Now, some get declined, 20% get declined, but 80% get approved. The only reason someone gets declined is they're bouncing a bunch of checks or they got something in their background, not late payments. Not that, that's okay. It's not late payments. It's something fraudulent in the background. Like maybe you've got a huge IRS bill that you're running from the IRS right now. Okay, well, that's going to be hard to get buy a pack of cheese crackers, as Wade says. So you help fuel their business growth and you make immediate income. We give you your website for free. We give you social sites. This is what your site looks like. They can go through and read more, apply. And when they apply, they go into this portal here. They upload their bank statements. We have social posts to share. We have social videos you can share. We make it simple for you. You just take the tools we make and you share them with people. We've uploaded about 20 videos in the last month for you to share and attract customers, right? And other agents, right? You fuel business owners with growth, you get paid. Now, that's our biggest product, and you're going to see you make on average about 3 to 4% of the funding a month or upfront. But we have merchant processing as well. That's taking someone's payment processing fees that the restaurant pays, removing it down to zero. We also have healthcare for business owners. It's better than health insurance, costs a lot less. It's what my family's on. I use it as a customer and said, hey, this is a great product, so much better than my Cigna and my Blue Cross and all these the costs I paid. I'm saving over $7,000 a year just in my premium, and I have more coverage at a lower deductible. It's impeccable. I've had it now 3 years. I love it. Okay. We decided to sell it. So we still offer it. You can use it and you can sell it. Let's talk compensation real quick, and then we'll wrap this up. Business funding compensation. I just kind of hinted you make about 3 to 4%. You're going to make 40 to 80% of what we make. Okay. Bonus revenue. We put in something called bonus revenue, and bonus revenue is not 100% of what we make. It's about 80% of what we make, right? Is what bonus revenue is, because we got to keep some for operations, but then we pay out all of bonus revenue. So you can make 40 to 80% of the bonus revenue, which is you're going to average 3 to 4% of the loan. All right. You help someone get a $10,000 funding, you'll make $200 to $800, usually about $300 though. You help someone get $80,000, you're going to make $1,600 to $7,200, but on average, it'll be about $2,400. Help someone get $500,000, on average, about $15,000. All right. But there is a range there, and you can get up to 80% by being a performer. If you got funding in the last 30 days, you're making 60% instead of 40. If you got 2 fundings in the last 60 days, you're getting 70% instead of 40. If you got 3 fundings in the last 90 days, you're getting 80% bonus revenue instead of 40. And it resets. If you don't get fundings, it goes back down to 40. So as long as you're consistently getting clients, you're making 80% of the bonus revenue, which is about 7 to 8% of the loan amount. On payment processing and healthcare, you make 20 to 50% of the residual revenue. Whatever we make, you make 20 to 50% of it. Now, obviously, there's some significant bonuses and residuals. When you hear that there's millions of businesses out there and not millions of agents, and most businesses just don't know about our funding, and if they do, they don't know about Bank Breezy. Once they learn about us, they would never use anyone else again because there's no one competing with us. We're the only ones doing what we're doing. You've got first mover advantage, and we got 10 years experience. This isn't a startup. This is a startup advantage with experience. Okay. So with those two combined, it can be quite lucrative, but it doesn't stop there because our expansion model is all about giving you an opportunity, not just funding funding clients, but you can build your own agency and you can literally monopolize your marketplace. You could own an agency in your town right from your home and you can refer other agents who start for free. And we're going to pay you a percentage of their success permanently. Not just their first deal, but every deal, 10 to 50% of what they earn, you're earning. So if you introduce me and I go out and help someone get $80,000 funding, which is our average funding on the clients doing more than 15,000 a month, you will average 8,000 bonus revenue, which is about 40%. So 3,200 bucks I would earn, 40% of the bonus revenue, right? Maybe I'd only earn $3,000, but let's just say 3,200. You're going to earn 10 to 50% of that. You're going to make minimum 320 bucks on my funding because you introduced me and you're working with me. How many of me do you want? So you can see that can be quite lucrative. And it doesn't stop there because I have the same opportunity you do. I can go out and refer other agents. So that's me up at the 1 o'clock hour there. I'm the dude sitting at the desk and I referred 6 other agents myself. I'm in your team, but so are those 6 agents. And you can earn through that multiplication. I'm earning enroller bonuses on them. You're earning overrides on them. You can qualify to earn on all of their production as well. So you earn your personal commissions, which can be quite lucrative. You'll average about $2,000 of funding. You can earn on people you personally enroll. You'll average about $200 of funding or more if you're actively getting customers yourself. And then a network of agencies below you, about 100. So if you just had 100 fundings come in your group this month at $100, that's a $10,000 override, right? Can't say that'll happen, but it's free to become an agent. There's no competition. There's no reason someone wouldn't say yes. Here's a couple bonuses and we'll bring it home. Number one, not only do you have all this, but we give you all your training and it's a repeatable training. We give you a free back office that tracks all your clients and your real-time statuses of your clients and your sales team, and you can even email your team from that. We give you a free resource center and a learning management system that's going live for creating certifications and tracking trainings. We have videos to share and learn from, social posts to share and benefit from, Facebook community you can get in and participate with. It's a group of all other agents. You can talk shop and share inspiration, etc. We also have daily live Zooms. We call them pro days, Monday through Friday. It's like the inner circle. These are all people who've made millions in this industry doing Zooms, talking about the product Monday through Friday at 11:30, and they'll sit down and take your questions. The inner circle. There's no cost. We give it to you. Plus team leadership. Remember, your leaders earn on your success, so they're there to help you. But the key is we put our money where our mouth is. We say this, we won't make a dime on you till you make $1. See, most companies earn on you from startup fees, platform fees, monthly fees, training fees. They earn on you whether you earn or not. So they don't care if the product's amazing. They're making money because you're belief. They don't care if the pricing's great because they make money whether you sell the product or not. Right now, hopefully they care, but there's a lot of companies out there who are in the business of selling programs, not business of making sure the program gets you paid. We don't make a dime on our program. We spend almost $800,000 a year in fixed platform costs and costs to keep this business floating just to provide you this opportunity for free. And we only earn when you get a client. We'll support you free. We'll give you training free. We're doing these Zooms for people free. The Bank Breezy team's working for you free. We get paid only if there's a funding. Find a company who puts their money where their mouth is like that. They don't exist except the one you're looking at. We do that. And when you make $1, is it okay that we make a dime? Because we're putting all that fixed costs out so you don't have to. Is it okay if we make a dime when you make $1? Because that's what we do. And I think that's okay. So summary, you can start your own agency for free, 10-year proven company, no risk, innovative services with competitive advantage. No one can touch our platform. Earn now money and residual money. Build an agency team if you want. Training and duplication, platform, online system, LMS, and our guarantee that we're not here to make money on you. We'd rather you not join if you're not going to build, but if you're going to be here trying, we need you to make money. That's the only way we make money, is helping you make money. But it doesn't matter what we say. We always come across three types of people. The first type probably already left. The second type's still thinking about, and the third type's interested. This is what I'd say. First of all, if you're a one, thanks for coming. You know this may not be for you, but it's for others. And so share the good news to them. Refer them to whoever referred you. If you're possibly interested, I say the best way to find out if you love a car is test drive it. The best way to find out if you love that man or woman is go on a few dates. The best way to find out if you want to build DAC is join. It's free. Worst case, in a week, you say, I don't want to do this. And you cancel your email so you don't get email announcements from us. And that's it. Or if you're interested, let's roll. We're going to go through 4 steps of starting and we're done. Step 1, join. It's free. Whoever referred you is going to give you a link. That's the link's got their ID in it. You need an invitation code to join. No one can join without an invitation code. Okay. And when you refer people, they'll need your invitation code to join. It's free. You're going to get a welcome email. In that welcome email is going to take you to step 2, the onboarding training and the funding training. It's also going to give you all your links, your affiliate links and agent links for sharing for people. Share the payment processing, the healthcare, the funding, the line of credits, the whatever the service is, you can share it. We give you the link to share. So you can email it, text it. It's got a nice social graphic and they click on it. You get credit. You get the commission. Okay. And then you want to do a game plan. So after you've done number 2, you've done onboarding training and funding training. That'll take you about 2.5 hours of trainings. Then you want to do a game plan with your team leader. After you do the game plan with your team leader, launch your business. That can all be done this week. You could be earning the fastest we've had someone do in our history. Someone got 3 fundings their first week and made like $8,000 their first week. That's the best we've ever had someone do in our 10 years. So I wouldn't expect you to get 3 fundings, but that is the record. Someone has. Could you get 3 this month? Could you get 3 this year? But regardless of what we say, again, we're not for everybody, but we're for a lot of people. And there's a lot of people who love what we do. And I'm just glad you came out tonight. I'm glad whoever referred you's here. We're creating a whole new industry. We've already created a whole new industry. And this is not a knock against being a mortgage agent or a real estate agent. Those are great industries, obviously, or an insurance agent, great industries. The only problem is there's already 1 agent for every 2 customers that are needed. Business funding, there's not 1 agent for every 100,000 customers that are needed. Do you recognize the size of the industry? There's a branch manager in your town who runs the bank, who helps businesses in your town with funding. And they can't help 90% of them because they won't put up collateral. They can't put up collateral. You need to get to know the business managers. They'll refer clients to you, because they don't like saying no. You can monopolize your marketplace, but you got to say yes and you got to get started. You got to start the ripple effect, and you can refer other agents. We're looking for leaders who want to help us lead and develop markets, because this industry needs to be taken over. Someone is going to be the Century 21 of business funding. Right now it's us. There's no guarantee. EXP is now the world's largest real estate company. They had a better model than Century 21. They allowed you to build your own teams. We already do that. It's hard to beat free with your own team. With the business funding platform, someone to repeat what we're doing has to invest $1 million a year and allow people to start free and pay out what we pay out. It's going to be pretty hard. We got a moat. We got a moat around our castle already. It's pretty hard for people to do. It didn't start that way, but it's where it is now. It's pretty hard for someone to compete with us and do what we do. They better have big dollars and come on. And hey, we welcome the competition because it just brings more eyeballs to the alternative funding space. But there's no one doing what we're doing. So if you want to be in an industry, blue ocean, where there's nobody else swimming, you got some predatory telemarketers calling from lenders, upselling, but as soon as you educate a business owner about that garbage, to stay away from that one person trying to pad a massive commission against you, learn about the Bank Breezy Fund, apply there. You're not going to make the commissions they tell you can make, because they're scamming customers, but you'll keep customers for life. You'll get a customer today and they'll get a funding 7 months from now and 14 months from now and 21 months from now and 28 from month. And you'll be telling stories of how you help someone start a little coffee shop or a little chocolate shop, decided to get into the bicycle manufacturing business. And now they're making watches. It's amazing the creativity of business owners. They just need working capital, and you can bring it to them, and you can bring this agency opportunity to your town and override every bit of it. Yes, there's going to be people, and there's already people making a lot of money. There's going to be people make crazy numbers, but that's not what you need to focus on unless you want to be one. Of what you need to focus on is, can you see yourself helping the business owners in your community, just educating them to the fact that this business funding platform exists? Because once they learn it, they can't unlearn it. Are you okay getting them a card? Are you okay sending them your link and say, if and when you ever need funding, there's no other way to do it than through our platform. We guarantee to get the best offer for you. If you can get it at your bank because you want to pay a little less, go get it at the bank. They'll give you 5 years to pay it off, but you got to put up collateral. If you can get approved there, you should. But if you can't or don't want to or can't wait that long, we'll have you funds tomorrow. Tomorrow. And you, as the agent, will get paid within a week after that, usually next day. So I thank you for attending tonight. Click the join now button if you're watching this on recording, because we'll save this to our website. But if you're watching it live here on 3/18 of 25 at 8 o'clock Eastern, if you're watching it live, yeah. If you're watching it live, then when we're done, go to davidallencapital.com/partner and go to the link, the person who sent you, and click join now. If you know their enroller code and their name, you can type it in. Otherwise, they'll send you a link and it's already hot embedded. You just click the link and you're in. Join, get started. We're going to take a break right now. We're going to stop streaming because we're going to do